A city that's seen its share of fighters, hustlers, and legends. A city where you gotta earn every ounce of respect, and for years, one man stood above the rest. They called him the Truth. Errol Spence Jr. wasn't just another boxer, he was our guy. A young king who put Dallas on his back and the welterweight division on notice. WBA, WBC, IBF, unified champion. The man no one wanted to step in the ring with. But this game, this life, it doesn't come easy. Success, that's just the beginning. And for Spence, the climb was glorious, but the fall, that hit different. He was born in Long Island, New York, but Errol Spence Jr. is Dallas through and through. Raised by a hard-working Jamaican father and a strong African-American mother, Spence had the discipline of a soldier and the grit of a street fighter. His father, Errol Spence Sr., was a fan of the Gamier student of the sport who admired legends like Lennox Lewis. And one summer, with nothing else to do, young Errol stepped into a boxing gym for the first time. At just 15, the kid was a natural. But raw talent doesn't mean anything without guidance. That's where Derrick James came in, a coach who saw the potential and helped turn it into power. By 2017, Spence wasn't just making noise, he was changing the game. When he stepped into the ring with Kell Brook, he wasn't just fighting for the IBF title, he was fighting for his name, for his city. In front of 27, zero British fans, Errol walked into enemy territory and walked out a champion.
Very much his work on this day.
Errol, the Truth, Spence Jr.
Then came Sean Porter, a dog, a brawler, a man who made every fight a war.
You can see, right on the chin, right when he was throwing a punch.
Right.
And this is what happens when you're in the middle of throwing a punch and you get hit. It's more of an effective shot because, boy, it's like you're not expecting it at that moment. All you're expecting is throwing your punch. Boom.
That was a beautiful short left hand. But while Sean was starting to throw that left hook, he dropped his right hand. Errol Spence Jr. and Sean Porter go the distance.
And judge at ringside, Steve Weisfeld sees it 116 to 111 in favor of the winner. He is now the WBC and the IBF welterweight unified champion of the world, Errol Spence Jr.
Spence unified the division that night, adding the WBC strap to his collection. And when he went up against Yordeni Zugas in ATT Stadium, he wasn't fighting for just another belt. He was fighting for dominance. 3 belts. One man, the king of the welterweight division. But life doesn't care how many belts you got. October 10, 2019 changed everything. Late night in Dallas, a Ferrari 488 Spider, high speeds, and then chaos. Some say he was just driving fast, others say it was deeper than that. Whispers.
That Mo 3 was chasing Errol Spence the night he had that wreck. Yeah, so
And this is what you heard throughout the street. We don't gotta, how you got the information, but this is what you heard.
I'm repeating it.
Okay.
No matter where I heard it at, I'm repeating it. With confidence.
Street drama, mockery, and rivalries between Dallas rap legends. The streets talk, but the truth, Errol barely walked away. No seatbelt, no broken bones, just scares physical and mental. Scars that would test his will, his focus, and his drive to keep fighting. The crash didn't just test his body, it tested his soul. It came back. Errol was drunk. His slower reaction time due to being intoxicated might be the reason he walked away unscathed. Errol Spence also tore his retina on the same eye he damaged in the car accident. Gone were the downtown high-rises, the fast cars, the nightlife. Errol traded it all in for peace, a ranch in the suburbs, cattle, horses, family. But a fighter's heart never stops beating. Spence came back to the game, sharper, hungrier. For years, the streets wanted one fight, Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Bud Crawford. Two kings, two warriors, the best of the best. July 29, 2023, Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena. All the belts on the line. Spence fought like a champion.
Down goes Spence.
But the night belonged to Crawford. 9th round TKO. It wasn't just a loss, it was a moment of reckoning. So now the question is, what's next? Does Errol hang up the gloves and walk away as a legend? Or does he give the streets one last show Keith Thurman, a fight fans have been waiting on for years? One thing's for sure, Errol Spence Jr. will always be the truth. A king, a champion, a fighter who gave Dallas and the game everything he had. This version dives deeper into the culture and the streets, highlighting the legend of Spence while keeping it raw and relatable. Let me know what you think or if you'd like to refine it further.
Move the pounds, yeah.